The Seoul Music Award 2022 winners have once again started the conversation that has been going on for a long time. Are these award shows rigged? The controversy around award shows and their winners is never ending, but what music award shows have actually been proven to be rigged? Music award shows in Korea have been around for about 30 years, so the controversies and the negative publicity have been surrounding them ever since the start. But even though back then receiving awards was a matter of prestige, today the crazy amount of award shows, the confusing and sometimes even unfair system of voting, and totally confusing criteria for nominations has diminished their high status. The discourse around the unfairness of award shows always seems to be the most present around the end of the year, but the Seoul Music Awards of 2022 have started the conversation again. The 31st Seoul Music Awards were held on January 23rd, and while fans of the winners were happy to see the efforts of their favorites finally being recognized by award shows, others weren't as pleased. And while international and Korean K-pop fans don't agree on many things, both communities felt that some of the winners of the 31st Seoul Music Awards were unfairly awarded. The Daesung and Rookie of the Year award winners were the most discussed ones, as people felt that the groups who were given these awards were undeserving of them. Most fans felt that NCT Dream, Stray Kids, and TXT were given the cold shoulder by the SMAs, and especially IVE, who had the numbers, popularity, and votes that made them eligible to take home the Rookie of the Year award. There was also the issue with the voting itself. The fan votes accounted for 30% of the final result, and yet it looked like some of the winners of the awards had pre-recorded their acceptance speeches. This is not new, but it was strange that the videos were recorded a month before the voting had closed, which made it look like the fans voted for nothing. Fan-voted award shows have always been controversial since the groups with smaller fandoms don't stand a chance against bigger groups. Fan voting in general is an element of award shows which allows fans to feel like part of the process, but it's also a poor attempt by shows to gain more clicks at the cost of groups losing to other groups with bigger fandoms. The K-pop industry, as a rule, is good at capitalizing on the demand by engaging fans with the voting factor. The more fandoms feel invested in an opportunity to contribute to their favorite artist winning awards, the more these shows get in terms of ratings and/or relevancy. The dedication of fans comes into perspective, and award shows always succeed in fueling this obsession. The two major award shows, Mnet Asia Music Awards and Melon Music Awards, have categories either based purely on voting or ones where voting carries a large percentage of the total criteria. The Artist of the Year Daesung at the MAMAs is to be determined by a 30% chunk of online votes, but the voting has been proven to be useless considering the 2017 MAMAs where EXO were severely disrespected. The 2017 MAMAs were controversial in many ways, but especially for how they snubbed EXO of their well-deserved awards. It was also the last time they attended the award show. Firstly, the same as the Seoul Music Awards, the fans' votes eventually meant nothing when it came to the winners of the awards, even though the categories were fan-voted and the votes counted for 30% of the final result. EXO wasn't the only group that was disrespected though. Instead of EXO or BTS, who were dominating the industry back then, 101 won the Best Male Group as a mere rookie group. Instead of Tungha, Pristin won Best New Female Artist. Instead of G-Dragon, Best Male Artist went to Deco. There were fans who didn't mind the winners, as there always are, but the fans who worked hard to vote were understandably shocked that the voting eventually counted for nothing. Out of all 19 fan-voted categories EXO were nominated for, and of the 5 categories they were leading with votes, they ended up winning only one award. Just one award! EXO were so distraught that, according to the host, Song Joong-ki, they were caught crying backstage. But being the angels that they are, the priority of the EXO members was comforting the fans. After receiving the Album of the Year award, Baekhyun told fans, "Alright, we've won a prize, now you can go home and rest. You worked hard, we'll meet in the same place again next year." Since EXO didn't attend MAMAs ever since then, Suho told EXOLs, "You no longer have to vote because for us, EXOLs are a Daesung." Not only that, but MAMA played a video montage of moments throughout the years in 2019, and during EXO segment, they put the text Tears of Joy on top of a video where they were crying during their acceptance speech in 2017. Everyone knew that those were not tears of joy because they were crying because of how EXOLs were treated during the show. Besides that, the voting system for MAMA was found to be rigged by the company itself, and the rumors about fake votes and rankings spread like wildfire. In 2017, Mnet reported that they discovered false votes, so the company took a few measures to halt the voting so they could clear out the illegal votes. Mnet went on to ban the IP addresses of these alleged fake votes and tried to identify bots and block them, but this just caused even more controversy. Attempts were also made to identify bots and to block them, but this changed the rankings of some of the categories drastically, and fans weren't exactly happy about that. Fans accused Mnet of favoring some groups over others and removing legitimate voters with the excuse that they were bots. But this isn't the only time MAMA were accused of favoritism and unfairness. There has also been controversy around the end of the year award shows giving out attendance awards, where these shows give awards to idols just for attending them. The Asian Artist Artist Awards are mostly accused of this, but let's talk about MMA and their feud with entertainment companies for a second. Mnet and SM Entertainment appeared to be mortal enemies, but many still remember the fact that they used to be very friendly with each other. So what went wrong? MKMF, now known as MMA, featured numerous artists from SM Entertainment which were given many awards. However, during 2008, Mnet wanted to be the distributor of the music produced by SM, and in return, Mnet would receive a percentage of the profit from the sales. Mnet were already distributing the music of big entertainment companies like JYP, DSP, and YG, and by gaining the rights to distribute SM Entertainment's music, they would become the leaders of the industry. But SM shattered this dream of theirs when they refused the offer. It's understandable considering that SM already had the ability to distribute their own music, and there was no need for them to pay Mnet for a job that they could easily do themselves. However, this instance caused Mnet to hold a long-time grudge against SM. Their friendship ended, and SM groups had to suffer the consequences of this feud. SM groups stopped going to M Countdown in late 2008, and SM boycotted the MAMAs in 2009, which resulted in SM groups not taking any awards home, even though most of them should have won. Girls' Generation was robbed of the Song of the Year award for G. And we have to be honest here, I Don't Care by 21, who ended up winning the award instead, was indeed a bop. But G was on an entirely different level. G literally became Korea's national anthem in 2009. It blew up all digital charts, set the record for the most music programs for a win, was hailed the Song of the Decade by Melon, and catapulted Girls' Generation to becoming the nation's girl group. And yet, somehow, Mnet didn't think that it deserved to win the Song of the Year award. Sounds fishy, right? G also managed to win on all music shows for weeks, but somehow didn't get a single win at M Countdown and only entered their chart a month after release. Same thing happened with Genie. This only shows that the only thing that some companies have to do in order for their artists to get awards is to be on good terms with Mnet and do business with them when needed to. SM Entertainment isn't the only company who had issues with Mnet though. YG Entertainment's beef with Mnet is quite well known in the industry, as G-Dragon himself once even went on MAMA in 2014 and dissed the show for the way they handed out awards. He criticized them while being on their stage. And while we don't know why this feud started, G-Dragon dissing them didn't help their relationship in the slightest. G-Dragon criticized them for giving out awards to every artist so that fans would be happy, as well as rewarding groups for their popularity rather than their music and art. What he said was, "This is a year-end fishing for pushovers. Tout snatching them without a hook. My record, skill is always seen as a lie. It's been a year, MMA. Seems like you're giving out big awards. You hand it out generously so your children won't fight." Media outlets started speculating that G-Dragon's rap is sarcastic and targeting the MMAs. For example, fishing for pushovers is being analyzed to possibly mean that the event producers, or as they're referred to, the pushovers, are easily shaken by popular opinion and just want to grab attention, hence fishing, by giving their awards away easily to the most popular artists, but not to those who deserve the awards. This resulted in YG being basically ostracized from MMA for a while, because the following year, YG revealed that none of their artists received an official invitation. There was also the whole mess of MMA awarding IOI the Rookie of the Year in 2016 instead of Blackpink, since IOI were a group formed through an Mnet show. What's more, during Jung Se-woon's performance at 2017's MAMA, photos of all girl groups who were nominated for the Best Female Groups appeared on the screen, but imagine the audience's shock when the Blackpink members' faces were blurred out once their photos popped up. Fans thought that this was a direct diss towards YG, but from other videos and videos of the event, it can be seen that it was just a broadcasting issue. That year, YG artists also got less nominations than expected and no wins at all. By now, the feud seems to have settled down though. Now let's talk about Asian Artist Awards. They're not taken very seriously by K-pop fans or the industry in general because of the random categories they come up with, or the fact that they mostly seem to award those who are attending the show instead of the artists who fulfill the criteria to be the winner. I mean, with categories like Fabulous Award, Brilliant Award, and Potential Award, it's a bit hard to take them seriously in general. The Asian Artist Awards are called concerts with gifts for everyone for a reason. Between 2016 and 2018, there was only one grand prize for artists, then suddenly it became 4, and now there's a total of 6 Daesangs. The number of rookie awards also changed from 3 to 4 to 3 again. Now, it's great to recognize the efforts and success of multiple groups, but to change the number of awards given in a single category this often makes them look really shady no matter the intention. Not to mention that there is no listed criteria as to why someone won, which makes everything even more suspicious. The only award show that seems honorable to the general public and K-pop stans are the Korean Music Awards, which is an annual music award show that honors both mainstream and underground musical artists from a variety of genres. Unlike other major music awards, which mostly rely on record sales and fan votes to determine the winners, the Korean Music Awards gives awards based on the recommendations evaluations of a panel of judges consisting of music critics, radio show producers, academics, and other professionals within the industry. And when I say they award underrated artists, I mean it. The artists who have won the major categories in this award show are all impressive acts with less mainstream success than most groups. The award winners like Kim Oki, Hyeko, Giha and the Faces, and others don't have huge fandoms, album sales inflated by fan signs, or streaming numbers, but they still get awarded by the judges committee for their amazing music. However, since 2004, only 3 K-pop acts have been awarded the Daesang: Big Bang, Girls' Generation, and BTS, with BTS being the artist with the most Daesangs, counting 4 Daesangs to their name. Groups like Red Velvet, Brown Eyed Girls, Miss A, Wonder Girls, EXO, and FX have also won genre awards like Best Pop Song and Best Dance and Electronic Song. What are your thoughts on Korean music shows? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked the video and thank you for watching.